Coming up on Network Africa, South Sudan sacked Vice President Riek Machar vows to return home from exile. A constitutional court in the Democratic Republic of Congo approves a petition by the Electoral Commission to delay the presidential election. Libyan forces, aided by U.S. airstrikes, pound the city of Sirte to oust ISIS militants. Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Temitope Fagbemi. South Sudan sacked Vice President Riek Machar has vowed to return home, saying his credibility is intact. Speaking from South Africa, Mr. Machar, who fled the country in August, says that his rebel faction can still negotiate a peace deal with President Salva Kiir. His statement comes despite last week's heavy fighting in the city of Malakal. Mr. Machar, who first fled to the Democratic Republic of Congo, is now being treated in Johannesburg. In July, Mr. Machar's bodyguards and President Salva Kiir's presidential guards fought each other, sparking days of violence. Hundreds of people died and more than 100,000 others fled across the border. Ambassador Akinfayomi, a career diplomat, joins us live on the program to further discuss this. You're welcome to the program, Ambassador.
Thank you very much.
Now, what do you make of Riek Machar's decision to return to South Sudan and negotiate a fresh peace deal with President Salva Kiir?
I don't really think it's a possible thing for him to do. That is his wish, but I don't think President Kiir will be agreeable to that. You know, he has already been sacked as the Vice President. He really doesn't have any local standing in South Sudan now. So I don't know where it's coming up to this new idea from.
Machar has asked African leaders to mediate in the crisis and to restore peace in South Sudan. Ambassador, would you say the African Union has done enough to mediate in this crisis, or has the AU largely left the resolution of this conflict to Western leaders?
I agree with the question.
I said Mr. Machar has asked African leaders to mediate in the crisis and to restore peace in South Sudan. Would you say the African Union has done enough to mediate in this crisis, or has the AU largely left the resolution of this conflict to Western leaders?
The African Union, in my view, has been there. You recall that at the July 2016 summit, that's just 3 months, it was approved that troops should be deployed. But the UN mission, it is already on ground. The UN. The area approved that this should be done, but that's 3 months. I'm not saying that no troops have been deployed. We know that African Union Commission. And the UN has already signified that it cannot do it alone. They needed the support of the African Union.
Now, Ambassador, South Sudan has been in turmoil ever since it became an independent state. Why do you think this crisis has persisted for so long, and how can lasting peace be achieved in South Sudan?
You know that South Sudan was born 5 years ago, like 2011, and it has been persistent in one problem or the other. It's unfortunate that the nearest nation on earth we thought would bring some peace into that region, but that was too far-fetched on the way first. Unfortunately, without it's not something that really challenge. Maybe an idea of new elections, because the two leaders, both President Kiir and Vice President Machar, they are not really credible figures. I don't think the South Sudan themselves want to continue. They think that the cost of it. Maybe there's a new election and new brought in, maybe there will be some element of peace. But as of now, with these two are still in place, the future is a bit dark for South Sudan.
Ambassador Fayomi, thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa.